I'm 102 years old, Martha Rose, and I feel better now than I did at 60. Honestly, I feel almost like I'm 25. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. My daughter's 78, bless her heart, and she's tired all the time, achy, can't sleep, taking 6 different medications. And you know what the difference is between her and me? I stopped doing all the things they told us were healthy. Every wellness expert who lectured me about those habits is dead, and I'm still here, still walking, still cooking, still remember every single thing that matters. Somewhere around my 60th birthday, I started noticing something. All those healthy habits I'd been trying to keep up with were making me feel worse, not better, so I quit them, one by one. And you know what happened? I got stronger, sharper, more alive. At 102, I've got more energy than people half my age, and I'm going to tell you the 5 things I stopped doing that changed everything. Number 1, I quit eating 6 small meals a day. Yes, Lord. They told us for years that we needed to eat every 2 to 3 hours to keep our metabolism going. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. Like we're babies that need constant feeding. It's nonsense. And it was making me tired and fat and hungry all the time. When I was coming up, we ate 3 meals a day. Breakfast, dinner, supper, that was it. No snacks. You ate when it was time to eat, and then you didn't eat again until the next meal. And nobody was hungry. Nobody was overweight. Nobody had diabetes. But then the food companies figured out they could sell you more food if they convinced you that you needed to eat all day long. And doctors went right along with it. I stopped all that about 40 years ago. Now I eat twice a day. A good breakfast around 7 now, eggs and bacon and vegetables. Then I don't eat again until about 4 in the afternoon. A proper dinner, meat, vegetables, maybe some potatoes. And that's it. No snacking, no grazing, no eating every time I see food. You know what happens when you stop eating all the time? Your body gets a chance to rest. They call it autophagy. That's just a fancy word for your body cleaning house, taking out the trash, fixing what's broken. But your body can't do that if you're constantly putting food in your mouth. It's too busy digesting. When you give it a break between meals, 8, 10, 12 hours, it goes to work cleaning up, and you feel better. You think clearer. You have more energy. The good Lord didn't design us to eat constantly. Animals don't eat all day. They eat when they're hungry, then they rest. We're the only ones dumb enough to ignore our own bodies and listen to people trying to sell us granola bars. Number 2, I quit doing cardio exercise. Now, before you have a heart attack, hear me out. I'm not saying don't move. I move every single day. But I stopped doing that repetitive, boring, exhausting cardio they were pushing on everyone. The jogging, the aerobics classes, the step machines, all of it. I tried it. Back in the 80s, when everyone was wearing leg warmers and doing Jane Fonda tapes, I tried it. I'd get all sweaty and tired, and my knees would hurt, and I'd feel worn out for the rest of the day. And I noticed something. The people doing all that cardio weren't getting healthier. They were getting injured. Bad knees, bad hips, bad backs. Stressed out all the time because they had to fit in their workout. So I quit. And instead, I just started doing what my body wanted to do. Walking. Real walking. Not power walking with those ridiculous arm movements. Just walking like a normal person. In my yard, around my house, to the mailbox, through the garden, and I do my regular work, cooking, cleaning, bending, reaching, lifting things, carrying things. That's movement. That's real movement that serves a purpose. Your body doesn't need you to run in place on a machine for 45 minutes. It needs you to move the way humans were designed to move. walking, squatting, lifting, carrying, bending. Functional movement, they call it now, like it's some new discovery. Child, please, that's just called living. And you know what happened when I stopped exhausting myself with cardio? My energy came back. My joints stopped hurting. I got stronger, not weaker. Because I wasn't tearing my body down every day, I was building it up with natural movement. Number 3, and this is the one that'll shock you, I quit drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Now, I drink water. I'm not saying don't drink water. But this idea that you have to force down 8 glasses a day, no matter what, it's made up. There's no science behind it, none. I used to walk around with a water bottle, sipping all day, forcing myself to drink, even when I wasn't thirsty. You know what that does? It washes out your minerals, sodium, potassium, magnesium, all the things your body needs to function. Your cells need a balance of water and minerals. Too much water without the minerals and everything gets diluted. You get tired, you get weak, you can't think straight. Now I drink when I'm thirsty. Revolutionary, I know. Sometimes that's 3 glasses a day. Sometimes it's 6. Depends on what I'm doing, what the weather's like, what I'm eating. My body tells me when it needs water. It's got a signal for that. It's called thirst, and I listen to it. I also get water from my food, vegetables, fruit, soup, broth, coffee, tea. That all counts. But they don't want you to know that because then you wouldn't buy their fancy water bottles and tracking apps and flavored water products. Trust your body. It's been keeping humans alive for thousands of years. It knows when it needs water. You don't need a schedule for that. Number 4, I quit taking vitamins and supplements. Oh, what is it? Calcium for your bones, vitamin D for your immune system, fish oil for your heart, CoQ10 for your energy. I had a whole cabinet full of bottles, spent a fortune on them, and you know what they did? Nothing. Maybe made my pee expensive. That's about it. The supplement industry is a scam. I'm just going to say it. They're selling you pills full of synthetic vitamins that your body doesn't even recognize, can't use, and just flushes right out, and they're making billions of dollars doing it. Meanwhile, all the nutrition you actually need is in real food. It's in eggs, in liver, in vegetables from the garden, in meat from animals that ate grass. I stopped all the supplements about 35 years ago, started focusing on eating real food instead, nutrient-dense food, organ meats, bone broth, fermented foods, dark leafy greens, good fats. And my health got better, not worse. My bones are strong, my energy is good, my mind is clear. At 102, you can't out-supplement a bad diet, and you don't need to supplement a good one. The good Lord put everything we need in food, real food, not pills made in a laboratory by people in white coats who've never lived past 70. Number 5, and this is the most important one, I quit worrying about my health. I know that sounds backwards, but listen to me. After 60, I was obsessed, checking my blood pressure 3 times a day, worrying about every ache and pain, reading articles about diseases I might get, tracking everything I ate. It was exhausting. And all that stress, all that worry, it was making me sick. They call it the nocebo effect. That's the opposite of placebo. When you believe something's going to hurt you, it does. When you're constantly worried about getting sick, you get sick. Not because there's anything wrong with you, but because worry itself is poison. It raises your cortisol, that's your stress hormone. And when cortisol stays high all the time, it breaks down your body. It weakens your immune system. It messes with your digestion. It makes you tired and achy and old. I decided to stop. I stopped checking my blood pressure unless I actually felt bad. I stopped reading health news because it's all designed to scare you into buying something. I stopped tracking and monitoring and worrying, and I started trusting my body again. Trusting God, trusting that if I eat real food and move naturally and get good sleep and keep my heart right, my body will take care of the rest. And you know what? It has. For 42 years since I made that decision, my body has taken care of me just fine. Better than fine. Because I stopped fighting against it, stopped treating it like an enemy that needed to be controlled and monitored and medicated, started treating it like the gift it is. My daughter, she's still doing all the things I quit. Eating every few hours, forcing herself to exercise on a schedule, drinking water when she's not thirsty, taking 12 different supplements, worrying about every little thing, and she's exhausted. Meanwhile, I'm over here living my life, enjoying my food, moving when I feel like it, trusting my body, and I feel 20 years younger than she does. You want to know the real secret to staying young? It's not doing more, it's doing less. Less forcing, less worrying, less following rules made up by people who don't know you and don't love you. More listening to your own body, more trusting your own wisdom, more living like a human being instead of like a science experiment. But I'm going to tell you something else. The real reason I feel young isn't just because I quit those habits. It's because I still have joy. I still laugh every single day. I still love people. I still find beauty in the morning light and the taste of good coffee and the sound of my great-grandbabies on the phone. I still have work to do and people to love and reasons to be grateful. You can quit all the wrong habits in the world, but if your heart is empty, you're going to feel old. Fill your heart with purpose and love and faith, and your body will follow. That's the truth they'll never tell you on the news or in a doctor's office or in some health magazine. Because you can't sell purpose. You can't bottle joy. You can't put faith in a pill. Live your life. Love your people. Trust the good Lord, eat real food, move your body, and stop listening to people who want to make you afraid. That's the whole secret right there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a peach pie in the oven and the timer is about to ring.